Hi, my name's Orielua Aloro, and today I'll be teaching you how to use Pemdas, the order of operations, in order to solve any equation. Here, you'll learn how to apply Pemdas to solve equations, learn how to memorize Pemdas, and see what can happen without the use of Pemdas. But what is Pemdas? It's how you decide what to do first in an equation. But why is this important? It's important to know what order to do operations in, because if you do them in the wrong order, you'll get an entirely different answer. For example, when baking a batch of cookies from scratch, you wouldn't start by putting them in the oven, would you? You see, it's all about the order you do things in, and without order, you could get an entirely different product than what you wanted. So this is what Pemdas stands for. Parentheses, exponents, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. The process for this is easy. First, you look for what's in the parentheses and do what's in them first. Second, you look for exponents and simplify those. Third, you do multiplication. Fourth, you do division. Fifth, you do addition. Sixth, you do subtraction. But some things can be switched around. Addition and subtraction can be switched around because they are inverses or opposites. Same with multiplication and division. So here we have our first problem. First, we will look for parentheses. We see that there are two pairs of parentheses, so we'll start with the first one. Inside we have 10 minus 7, which is 3. Next, we look for exponents, and we see that we have 3 to the power of 2, which is 9. Now that we're done simplifying that parenthesis, we'll go to the other pair. Inside this parenthesis, we have two operations, multiplication and division. And by what I said earlier, we know that multiplication and division can be done first, either one. So we'll just go with 2 times 14, which is 28. Then, all we have left is 28 divided by 4, which is 7. Now that we're done simplifying both of the parentheses, we have 9 plus 7, which is 16. You see how easy that was? A saying you can use to remember Pemdas is, "Please excuse my dear Aunt Sally." Now let's see what happens when you don't use Pemdas. For this problem, we won't follow any particular order. So we'll just start anywhere at 6 plus 2, which is 8. Then we'll jump into the parentheses and do 8 minus 3, which is 5. Then 5 times 4 equals 20. And then we'll do 54 divided by 8, which is 6.75. Last, we'll do 6.75 times 20, which is 135. Now we did this problem without any order, without using Pemdas. Now try to remember this answer we got. Now, let's try again, but the right way, with Pemdas. So here, we'll start with parentheses, since that is the first step. In this parentheses, we have 8 minus 3 times 4. Now by using Pemdas, we know that multiplication comes before subtraction, so we'll start with that. Negative 3 times 4 equals negative 12. Next, we'll continue with the parentheses. So 8 minus 12 equals negative 4. Now that we're done simplifying the parentheses, we'll move on to the rest of the equation. Here we see we have 54 divided by 6 plus 2. We also know by Pemdas that division comes before addition. So 54 divided by 6 equals 9. Now that we're done with that area, we'll go on to 2 times negative 4, which is -8. Now all we have left is subtraction, which is 9 minus 8 equals 1. You see the different answers we got? A simple mistake of order can change the answer by a whole lot. To make sure you never get your answers wrong, always follow PEMDAS.